Okay, boys and girls, welcome to math class today. We are going to start off as we always do with the exit ticket from the previous lesson. Okay, so I know you're at home for this lesson, so you're going to have to do a lot of this on the honor system. So here's the exit ticket. You either printed it off from our website, from the lesson, or you got it from me yesterday, all right? So what we need to remember is your formulas for perimeter and area today. So I'm just going to write that down here. It's P for perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side, okay? So that's the formula for perimeter. So let me get this zoomed in real quick. That P equals perimeter, we talked about that, all right? Then your work is underneath, okay? And then for area, that would be A for area equals length times width, okay? Now remember, you need to use the correct labels for each of these, all right? And you can see here is the centimeters, all right? And for perimeter, it'd be straight up centimeters, but for area, it's dealt with squares. You need to deal with square centimeters, all right? You're gonna have 5 minutes to do this. Put a timer on for yourself, or just do it at your own pace. Don't go over 5 minutes though. When you're done, hit play again, and then see how you did, all right? So pause the video now, and then when you're ready, come back and start the video again, okay? See you in a bit. All right, that is time, I suppose, or however long you got. So if you didn't pause it or didn't have time to pause it now and come back. All right? So underneath this sheet, I have all the answers here. Hopefully you use your formulas, okay? So the first question says, determine the area and perimeter of the rectangle, okay? Remember what area is. It's the surface inside the rectangle, and the perimeter is the distance around it, okay? We talk about the picture we saw the other day with the fence around the field, that would be perimeter. And on the inside is all the grass, that's the area. So here's my work I showed here, all right? So as you can see, I took the same exact formulas I wrote before this began. And what I did is I continued with my formula all the way down. Okay, we talked about this a couple days ago. So hopefully you did the same, all right? So my formula for perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side. That's what the S's stand for. So over here, I put my formulas in. So here's 8, and the other side of a rectangle is the same exact length, is 8. And then I have 2, and the opposite side is 2, okay? Then I added this up in my head. I noticed that 8 and 2 are friends. So 8 and 2 is 10, 8 and 2 is 10. Put them together, you get 20 centimeters. That's the distance around. So you gotta think of that as the fence, as perimeter, okay? Now the area is the in between, and we measure that in squares. So I put my area is equal to length times width, and I've got area equals 8 times 2, that's 8 times 2, or you could have done 2 times 8, it's up to you. You get the same answer in the end there. It all depends on how you look at it, what's the length and what's the width, all right? And then I did 8 times 2 is 16. Well, it's not just 16. What happened was when I multiplied those together, I got squares. I got square centimeters. So what I did was I multiplied those, I made an array, all right? The array would look like this if I were to draw that in. It would be 2 centimeters high, okay? You can see that 2 centimeters. And it would be 8 centimeters wide. So if I drew all those in and I counted all those up, that would be 16 squares. So that's where the square centimeter comes from, okay? So that would be that. Now, down here, this said, determine the perimeter, just the perimeter of the rectangle, okay? Those are some big numbers, and we haven't learned how to multiply those yet, okay? Not yet, but you will, I promise, all right? So here's my rectangle, and it just wants the perimeter, so I wrote down my formula again, get in the habit of doing it every single time. Perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. Then what I did is put my actual numbers in. Here's 347, I put that here, that's one side. Then I echoed the other side because it's the same, 347. Then 99 meters high, and the other side's exactly the same. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, so that's 99 plus 99. Over here is where I showed my work. I added those two up together and got 994. Then I added the 99 and 99 together. I got 198, okay? So then what I did was I had added those two together to get the total of everything. It's 1,192, okay? And that's where I did up here. I got 1,192, and I had to label it, as in meters, okay? If you don't label it, your answer is wrong, because we have to have what it is. If it doesn't give you a unit, you just say unit, all right? We talked about that as well. And you get a picture of this as like the fence around the field. That's what perimeter is. Hopefully you did great in this. I hope you had a lot of success. All right, hang tight. Our next slide is gonna show us the I can statement, all right? We'll be back with just a second.